Okay, we are live. Good afternoon or evening, everyone. Sorry, I just forgot my earbuds. There we go. So I'll give it a minute or two for anyone to get notified, etc. Because I'm going to be going for about an hour or so of this Dream Tank match. Like I mentioned in the community post, I know it's been kind of quiet on the channel the last few weeks. Life has been busy, in not necessarily a particularly bad way, just enough that wasn't really able to get much done channel wise and been unproductive in general creatively. So, but things are a little bit stabilized this week. So hopefully, as of next week, things will be back to more normal schedules. Getting a video out hopefully next week. The new video is running a little bit long, as happens occasionally. So I need some more time to edit that. And so today we'll be going for about an hour, maybe a little bit more. We'll see how things play out. I do have more things I have to do tonight, like get back to my artist to give him feedback on more manga pages, because I got a whole bunch of in-progress ones yesterday. Glad to see you, Henning. It's good to see you here. So I have to get back to him tonight to keep that moving, because we're behind schedule enough as it is for this. So also, if anybody who hasn't seen, maybe I'll make a community post also. The director of Und Panzer was posting some good news about the voice recording process for Das Finale 5. That apparently it's been going very, very well. So I don't know if that'll mean any kind of increase in in how soon it'll be out, but anything that's proceeding well in the anime industry is always good to hear, because that means that these things won't be delayed. So I don't want to waste too much time, since, like I said, I do want to keep the stream to about an hour. So we'll get into the game. I'll have to check actually my controls before we start, because I know I was messing with them a little bit last time, since I had a key on my keyboard that was giving me problems. Let's see. Controls. But I think I put it back to normal by now. So it looks like it's back to normal setting. So hopefully it'll all work today. I won't get stuck not being able to drive forward, because going forward is kind of important for a tank. This year, I doubt. I think best case scenario would be it comes out in Japan in the winter, and then we get it like maybe in the fall or something. That's probably best case scenario. But it's hard to say. I don't know if there's any way to tell beyond just trying to gauge what the director posts and then looking at the production speed of the other ones. I know this one was delayed a little bit. I forget the reason why off the top of my head. But yeah, as long as things are on track for that, I think he's already working on some stuff for part 6. I don't know if it was storyboards or scenario preparation or something like that. We made a post a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, about that. So yeah, usually it's about 6 months after the Japan version comes out to when the Blu-ray comes out, which is when, then once that's out, we have about usually a week or so till AK Submarines gets their fan subs done and posted. So yeah, so that's really the main thing, is because there's no official release date for the Japanese version until it gets really close, because the anime industry things often get done last minute. If you watch Shirobako, you'd understand that a little bit better, I think. Yeah, they already announced the dates for MLLSD. I think the first one comes out in the winter, and then the next couple parts, I think it's 3 parts or 4 parts, that they'll all come out within a year or so of the first one, I think. So we'll probably get at least one of those before Das Finale 5, maybe more. and then it'll catch up. Alright, so let's get into this. I thought I was going to look a little bit tired. That's because I am. Whoops, not story about. We had a wake up call by a rocket siren about 4 a.m. last night, and I did not get back to sleep properly afterward. I don't know why I didn't. Usually it doesn't matter. Probably something to do with my night shifts lately, messing up my sleep cycle a little bit, and then the extra disruption just kind of messed me up. I napped today, but not quite enough, so. Let's see. Alright, so as per usual, we'll start with my nemesis over here. And then we'll move on to doing more / redoing more, because I know I lost a few months ago of the silver rank missions, and maybe we'll get to some of the gold rank ones, depending on how well everything else goes. So, where are we? There we go. I know we got pretty close last. We had a pretty good run or two last time, so we'll see. We'll see if today is any different. Alright, I should try that at some point. I'm going to try and plan a longer stream at some point to give that a little bit more of like a straight amount of time and not have to do it in bits and pieces. I don't know how long it takes that mode off the top of my head. So. Also, I don't know if anybody saw, I was pretty excited that there's apparently some kind of official collab between Und Panzer and Yamato 2199. So that's like right in my wheelhouse. There was like, I think, some official art of the Anglerfish team girls in Yamato style uniforms, like in the Panzer IV, with the Yamato ship in the background, which was pretty neat. I think it was for like a magazine or something. I don't think it's going to be any kind of anything beyond just some collab art, but still neat to see two of my favorite franchises crossing over. I think it's the 10th anniversary of their film and 50th anniversary of Yamato, the original, coming. Oh no. Took that corner a little bit too quickly. Oh, nice. At least somebody's beating this. Yeah, one of these days I'll get it. I still have it in mind. I have to just go through the various Amazon listings for Switch controllers for computer, because they're all like third-party devices, I think. And I'm just not sure. I have to just do a little bit of research to find out which ones are more reliable and better before I spend $15-20 to get one. But that will probably make this a little bit easier. I don't know how much easier it could possibly make this, but I imagine proper controller would be a little bit easier to maneuver with than the direction buttons on the screen, like as we see here. I mean, it is in character that you're constantly making tiny maneuvering changes because Rosip's tank never stays still. Like if you watch their film, because I was rewatching parts as I prepare the next video, and just reminded of how in every scene pretty much that her tank is in, it's moving a little bit. Like just back and forth or whatever, like just something. But it's never sitting still. And she's not driving it, remember. So I really hope we see who the driver is in Das Finale 5 or 6, because we're owed that to know who's as crazy as Rosip is herself. No, well, and we just spun in a circle. Okay. Come on. Need to get a good straightaway here. If I have the correct button for the ability to activate, which I think increases the speed and makes the controlling worse. So I need to make sure if I use that, it is on a part where I don't have to worry too much about changing directions at all. Eh, there we go. I think this is a good spot for it. As good as any. Uh-oh. Okay. Got 45 seconds left. Let's see. Come on. No. Okay. Well, we'll be kind of close, but I don't think we're gonna make it. No. Worst possible time. We might have had a shot actually. Alright, we're not making it in 10 seconds now. And now we're stuck in the mud. Okay. Well, target in sight. More or less. Alright, we'll take a break from that for now to do some other missions. And we'll try and clear these things. These are the last two that I'm missing. Actually, no, there's a couple. There's four more. We'll try and clear at least those today. Let's go back to hard. Also, along with my regular stuff, I do have some plans in the works. In the works, meaning very early stages for another video series, Girls and Panzer related. That I think will be pretty fun. That would also be my first videos where I'm doing an official. I mean, I don't know what official actually means, but an official, for lack of a better term, collab with someone. Because it's the kind of video that would require a co-host, for lack of a better term. So look forward to that. Eventually, I don't have any timetable on that because there is a fair amount of things I need to figure out before I could start. Mainly in the realm of green screen and how to use that. And how to make people look like they're in the same room with a green screen background without suffering too much and keeping the quality at least somewhat decent. Right. Oh no. Let's not get zapped. Let's not get pecked to death. Okay, come on. Where is that? Oh no! All right, this could be over. All right. He's summoning. Uh-oh. So annoying. It's being annoying enough without all the little tanks constantly harassing you here. Forgot you could do that. You could just knock the tank get over upside down. Come on, let's get the nose. No, I missed the nose. Right. It's some damage. As long as I'm alive and I can keep going, we have a chance. Uh-oh. Oh no. This might not work. Let's see. Okay. We get a shot. No, we're done. We're dead, I think. Yeah. There's just a lot of them. And we can't. Again, trying to kill them is like an option, but it's not a great option. It takes long enough because Crusader's gun is not that good. And then you have to watch out for the Boko nonsense spam from up there. I know I've done it before. This is one of the maps that I think I cleared at one point, but I lost when I had to replace the hard drive several months ago. Actually, close to a year ago now. So, yeah, they're not going to animate the characters getting out and flipping it over. But that is probably what happened. Okay, these are the treads hit. That French tank can't come bother me. Where is the Boko? Why am I not? There it is. Okay. Come on. No. Really have to hit the nose. It's hard. It's hard to stop an A. Let's see if we can get one decent shot in. Oh no. No, it's not enough. How did we lose half our health already? Yeah, I don't think I ever beat this one on the hardest mode at any point, and I don't know how you're supposed to do it. I have to look up somebody who figured it out. Come on, shoot him in the eye. Oh, yeah, okay. This is not happening. I'll try this one more time and then move on to something else too, I think. I don't want to keep spamming this either the entire stream. Because we're basically just driving in a circle and trying to not get hit as we try and land a single hit. Eventually I'll get lucky, I guess, and get one nose hit in, which will take out like half its health. And then I'll have actual decent chance of killing it. But not this time. Is the game audio too low or too high? There was a lot of various messy noise there between all the tanks firing and the Boko going off. There's no game audio at all. Really? Huh. Streamlabs shows that there is, I think. You gotta turn that on. Alright, now it should be on. That's bizarre. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was not on. Okay, now you should be able to hear all the Boko spam. It's still not working, or is it better now? Can I change the only setting that I see that could potentially have been causing that? Well, that is basically the entire map there. Those are the sounds you're going to hear. Roasted yelling, a lot of pinging from these tiny stupid tanks, and of course, that thing causing problems. There, we got one hit in, and our treads are down. Okay, this could be over before it began. Yeah, we lost half our health and we barely started. That's great timing for... Yeah, this is kind of infuriating. It's always the maps with the Rosip's tank that are always the biggest problems. For some reason. This would be a little bit easier if we didn't constantly be flailing around every time you turn. Not as bad as the other one, of course, in terms of the driving, just... Why did we just turn in a circle there? Ow. Alright, and it's over. Yeah, okay. We'll move on from this for now. Some of the missions are just bizarre. I think the other one we have to clear, that's after this in list here. I think that's the one where you're in Marie's tank. Yeah, where you have this whole psychedelic castle. She has too many, and now we're going to use one of them to try and not get one shot by a mouse as we try and hit an indefinite number of checkpoints. I do kind of wish it showed us how many checkpoints there were, both for this map and like the road driving map and things like that, so that we know how close we are to being finished. Because there are a lot of them on this one. Oh, a Boko. Oh, we can shoot. A Boko, we could one-shot. Ain't that something? At least this tank drives normally. Oh no. More like cake and mouse. Oh no. Oh. Which is the best way to go here. Get back up there. Especially on the time allotment we have is feels kind of low, considering how many checkpoints there seems to be, and also how much driving there is. There's a lot of ground to cover in this map. Why is our tank operating strangely? Why? There. Alright, oh, this is great. This is great. I don't know what's wrong with the tank. Wait, no. Game, that's not where I wanted to go. You put the game right in the tank and then put it right in the mouse's line of fire. Thank you, game. Very cool. That was a decision you made that I had no control over, and it got me killed. Brilliant job. Dream tank match. Spawn me on the ramp, not on the top there next time, if that happens. Please. I would appreciate it. Thanks for your attention to this matter. Game. Right. Let's try and not fall off the bridge this time, because that mess with the rhythm of clearing these. W key malfunction? Possibly. Looks like it. We were doing pretty well for a while. have to change the controls now. I really don't want to replace the whatever, the keyboard mesh or whatever it's called that's underneath the actual keys. They all not work? Come on. I might have to do it at some point if this keeps happening. Or just get a controller, then I would solve this problem altogether. Because if the controller works, I don't have to worry about my keyboard messing up from being pressed too much. And now we're going to lose all the time. I can't even turn. This is brilliant gameplay to watch, isn't it? Any of the keys work? Oh wait, did we just turn? Slightly? No, we didn't. That was an accident. Oh! Good job, tank. Good job. Would it only work if I press it seven? That's weird. Okay. Well. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. No. Wrong way. We're fine. We're fine. Alright. We're fine except for like the entire minute we lost sitting there doing nothing. We made it over the bridge, which is good. I'm pretty sure we're going to run out of time in best case scenario. Let's keep going. What was that? How did that... We did like a corkscrew in the air. That hasn't happened to me before, I don't think. That was pretty neat. Okay, so the A key works when we're going backward and not forward for some reason. Here we go again. Yeah, I really probably should just get a controller just to avoid this because it's kind of miserable. Your driver's trying to eat cake at the same time she's driving, so she has like one hand at best on the wheel or whatever the control the sticks. You can only operate one of the sticks at a time, and therefore cannot drive very well, as you might expect. Alright, and we're out of time. That's expected. Okay. Alright, let's try a different map. We'll see if I get the W key to function again so I could properly drive this thing. Alright, here we had something here. We had these two. This is the practice match, right? Yeah. Then we have the Miho versus every commander one at a time. So let's see. Let's see how everything works this time. I don't know where this track is from. this music. I think it's from. I don't think it's played in the show at all. I don't recognize it from that. I guess game original. Look at those colors. What did you guys do to those tanks? Oh, those are awful. Alright, Erica, let's avenge tank kind by knocking out all these terribly colored tanks. And we missed. Okay, at least we could drive. Well, that's always good. Wow. These maps are going great today, aren't they? We got one shot by something. By Miho, and I couldn't even tell what tank from that distance. Looked like a big one. What's Miho in for this? She is in the Centurion. Oh, she's in the Centurion. Okay, that explains that. That explains why we got one shot. So we have all the small tanks, and they have all the big ones. And they're all terribly colored. This will be interesting. I don't know who got Erica to agree to this. Maybe she lost the bet. That's why she has to use this tank in this very unbalanced match. But I guess in Universe they would have like showcase matches like this. That's just like interesting matchups that are weighted one side just for the experience, seeing how it plays out or something like that. Alright, that's... Oh no. That's not good. Well, that was quick. I don't know who got us. It was probably the Tiger. So we're 0 for like 5 in map clear attempts today, I think. Yeah, who was that? Yeah, it was probably the Tiger 2 got us. Most likely. It started off better. I didn't get tracked immediately, and I managed to get behind the Centurion. But from there, it didn't go particularly well. Let's see about doing it a little bit better this time. You know it's doable. More so than some of the other ones. Yeah, well, I'm sure there will be, if there's any other franchise continuation stuff in animation form after DOS finale, whether with new characters or whatever, I'm sure we'll see more tanks then, if not sooner. Scratch damage? We're hitting it straight on the behind. Oh no. Well, we're basically dead. Oh, good time for the W key to stop working again. When we're on fire. Right, nobody noticed me here, please. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody noticed me. Oh, and she noticed me. Alright. That was a little better. We got some damage in. Welcome, Ozark. We are getting destroyed in basically every map attempt today so far. Yeah, more Italian tanks would require Anzio to have some money and not spend it all on food. Also, wouldn't mind seeing like a college setting, Girls in Panzer, where they are using more, post-war, Cold War tanks. And is W there? We go. Wow, we barely got started. We already lost 3/4 of our health. This is going very well. I see. That was registered a hit, and it did no damage. Brilliant. Oh, we're dead. Okay. I don't even know who hit us. Oh, that's who it was. That's who it was. That was Hana and the Tiger, I think. Did us in. Oh, we have a good 20 minutes or so left of the stream for me to try and win one map. So, peak gamer stream here. Yeah, imagine if we saw some kind of college setting one, they would probably just change up the team compositions a little bit so that you don't have to worry about having more crew than there are tanks, or more crew spots in a tank. Obviously, if you get to actual modern tanks, there are some that only have 3 crew now, although not that many though. I think it's still majority 4-person crew. But ironically, this kind of predicted Erica's tactic change, since we have her here in a small, relatively fast, and relatively light tank. Hey, we got one. Lost one too, but we got one. Of course, I think it was the weakest one they had. Yeah, which tank Mako was in. But we haven't gotten blasted yet. We already have one knocked out. Let's go. Oh wait. Oh. Let's snag one more, maybe. There we go. Alright, 2 of them down. We still have the Tiger, we still have a Centurion, and 1 more left. Plenty of time to work with, which is good. As long as you don't get 1 shot, and I can't see anything. Alright, rest of the team, just distract her while I try and actually land hits, please. Thank you. Nice. There we go. 3 down. We still have 4 hours left. There's 1 hours. Right. Mako tank and using the Pershing. Down here. She got the short end of the stick. Actually, well, the ARL was probably there we go. So just Centurion left. Let's not get 1 shot, and then we can actually win something today. The problem with that is you might run out of time if they all take forever and do no damage. Uh-oh. Oh no, let's not get stuck now. Let's not get stuck, please. Thank you. Guess your skill active too. I don't know what that does, but it's probably not good for us. So I got 5 minutes to whittle her down here. I think we're safe for the moment. Oh, finally a good hit. Just 1 more of those. Just 1 more of those. There we go. Okay. Well, we actually cleared a map today, so that's good. And only lost 1 of our tanks in the process, too, I think. That was a pretty solid win. Okay. So now we'll maybe try this, and then see what the time looks like after that. Guess I know I've cleared before in the silver difficulty. I'm not sure about the gold one. So we'll see how this goes now. A lot of this comes down to like that first shot when they're coming down the hill. Whether we get a good hit in or whether we track them or something. But I think also might be a point when we get a heal, if I remember correctly. At some point in the middle. I don't remember if it's a specific point. But let's see. It's dueling time, basically. Yeah, like that. Oh, this tank moves so fluidly. It's so nice. They want to avoid taking as much damage as possible from the less heavy hitting tanks, like this one. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Oh no. At least she missed. Thank you for missing that shot. Wonder if the game actually does give you bonuses for hitting the top of a tank. It's very hard to do, but in cases like this, you actually could pull it off. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I took a lot of damage on that. It's not going to bode well for the rest of the challenge. I guess we might as well slug it out. There we go. Alright, one down, but we lost way too much health in that one side hit, which is very unfortunate. We can just win this by just slugging it out again and just doing little damage to us. There we go. Right, I don't know if I have to repair yet. Actually, I could probably check the control map and see what that corresponds to. The A corresponds to C. Which makes sense, I think. Right, what does V correspond to here then? That's X. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try and do one more fight before I use a heal. I don't know how much it's going to actually heal. And we're fighting the anchovy tank, which is not the scariest of the tanks you have to deal with here. Quick. Okay, there we go. 3 down, 4 to go. I forget the order. Well, if the order's in the order of battles in the show, that means we have Katyusha in T-34 probably now. Yes. Which I do have to be careful of. Weak spot. I forgot you could get those. So. Okay. Make this quick. There we go. It's either Maho or it's Alice in the Centurion. As Maho might be now, if it's following the order of show battles. In which case I probably shouldn't use the heal now. Right? Yeah. Just in case Maho lands a hit on us. I don't want to get one shot here. I'd rather lose to the final boss if it is Alice. Yeah, Maho's here. Right, tracks damage. Let's land a hit or two before she can move. No, risking much. Come on. God. No, I don't want scratch damage, please. At least we're not getting hit. Right. I'm happy staying here if you want to keep doing this, Maho. Oh, I messed up the... Right. Front toward enemy. Maybe the transmission had issues. It's a tiger after all. Uh-oh. Let's keep the low ground. Because the low ground, surprisingly enough, can actually be advantageous sometimes, as we see in their film. Because angle of depression is as important as angle of elevation in some situations with tanks. There we go. Okay. Alright. One of the scarier tanks is out of the picture. Now we're gonna have a French tank. I don't know which one. Well, this is silver difficulty, so it's not the hardest mode, which might be part of why it's going as well as it is. I don't know if we have time today, but next time I'll try it on, if we beat it. It's still an if. I will try it on the harder mode. Oh, no, it's Chiatan first here. Alright. I'll take that any day. I'll watch how I get overconfident, and at least Nishi got off the hill, unlike most of the other tanks. Oh wow, okay, she got some good hitting on me actually. Yeah, I did get a little overconfident on that. I might have paid for it. So, yeah, now it's probably the French. Yeah, oh, it's Mika, right. I guess the French don't... Actually, no, there's still 3 left, so yeah, it'll still be a French tank after this. Right, front toward enemy. Front toward enemy. Front toward enemy. And there she goes. I did not see that. It's pretty cool. Always nice to hear about more old and rare tanks getting restored and stuff. You know, preserve them as long as we can. Oh, now it's Centurion. I guess we have this. Are saving the French for last for some reason. That's okay. Okay, treads damage. Got a shot. That's where we have to be very careful. Luckily, she missed. Ow. Come on, let's not lose against this. Ah. I was worried about that. I was worried about this one. I don't know if it would have mattered if we had saved that damage against Nishi. Alright, we'll try this one more time. That went decently well, actually, so we'll watch how I do this now and get killed by Katyusha or someone. We'll have time to try this, and then depending how this goes, maybe one more attempt at the driving before I call it a night and get back to giving my artist feedback, since the manga is over a year late now. So any day I could save some time of getting stuff to him quickly is I think opportunity I have to take. Nice. 9 targets. Yeah, 15 minutes for this. This will probably end the stream, even if we win, but we'll see. Also, weak spot. I didn't do any damage. What are you talking about, weak spot game? That did more damage than the weak spot announcement. What? Oh, that's not a good start at all. What did I say before? After that good run, we just got killed in the first one. Alright, we'll do this again. I'm not going to let the stream end on losing on the first round here. You have to get at least 3 in before I'll even accept a loss on this. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try that one more time. It's like we all woke up after that first round where I easily killed most of them, and then just Darjeeling just decided, you know what, enough of that. Let's do a better job this time. Maybe let the weak spot hit actually function. There we go. We're driving. Let's try and get this zeroed best we can before it starts. You just healed on me? How dare you, non-player character in the game, use a heal? That's not allowed. We could slug this out if we need, I think. Well, I'd rather not take unnecessary damage. Oh, this is going really badly again. Put the final boss first. I might as well just quit, actually. I'm just gonna let her kill me, and I'll try this one more time. Because I'm not winning from this point. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try this one more time. And just try and not lose over half our health from stupid Churchill. Yeah, I'm not sure why the order is changed. I'm assuming it's the French one is the last one. So I don't know why that would be after what's it called? After both Mika and well, no, it makes sense. Yeah, or after Mika and Shiatan, she should be beforehand. So I don't know why. Maybe because they were film tanks. I don't know when this game actually came out. I know they added the French stuff as a DLC, I think. So that could be why. It could be they added that last, and therefore they added that last. So the French tank was the last one added to this lineup, maybe. That's the reasoning that I could think. Okay, good. We're back to functioning. Let's not get killed by Darjeeling a third time in a row, please. Let's keep that. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's try and get the first shot in. Healed again. It's not allowed. Alright, the heal is over. Your time is up. You just shot the ground, Darjeeling. Good job. Whoever. One more hit. There we go. Now we took some damage there. Not too bad. Alright. We want to try and stay at least above half health before we get to the Centurion, I think. That's really what we want to do. Then we could use the heal. Then and have maximum health for the toughest opponent. take a little bit of damage here. I'll take it for a quick win. There we go. I'm going to try and take no damage for the next couple. Now we have the Italian. Once K's tank vanishes. On despawn, there we go. I know I have lost to her before on this, so not a guaranteed cakewalk. That said, her armor leaves much to be desired. Oh no. Alright, she landed a hit. One more, there we go. Okay. Alright, so now T-34 is coming up. This one is important. To not take any hits. Okay. Quick, there we go. Okay, that was a good one. Okay. Now we just need Maho to just stick up there and not do anything for a while, just like last time. That would be appreciated. Alright, no such luck. Fire so I can dodge and move. You have to use that heal now. Unfortunately. Oh, that fence you can't knock over. That's not good. But I should really watch where I'm going. This is not a good place to be. That was a nice hit at least. Back to almost full health, so if we could escape this without much more damage. Where is she? Where is she? There. Hey! How'd she turn the turret so fast? That's not fair. I think we're just dead now. I don't think we could possibly win the rest of this. With such low health, let alone to beat Maho first. Will this help heal us at all? No. No, it won't. Okay. Well, that'll do it. Well, I guess we got killed by a tank that's worthy of taking us out. So maybe we'll try one more of the driving, and then we'll call it a stream, since we're at just over an hour now. And at least we cleared one map today. So it wasn't a complete loss in terms of getting stuff done. Right, I put it on the right difficulty. Yes. Okay. So now imagine we close things off with actually beating this. I'm not expecting it, but it could happen, and it'd be kind of amusing after a long string of losses today. I don't know if I have the endurance for 24 hours straight. some point I'll do some longer ones occasionally, like when I have another big milestone for the channel maybe or something. 24 sounds a little bit too much unless the channel like explodes and get to some crazy subscriber levels or something like that, which I'm not expecting to happen. So I guess I could theoretically promise that, but then I might regret it. So come on, finish the roll. Alright, well, this run is probably over now. Wait, oh yeah, we're cooked. We're cooked. We didn't go off the cliff, but we're definitely not winning. Losing 10 seconds there. Rosip, what are you doing today? You're lucky we have that X key to press. Let's activate this now. I don't know if that was a good time or not. Need to make up some time. At least get close. Oh, and we're done. Okay. Alright, at least we didn't come crash. We just drove off, nice and smooth. Alright. So that'll do it. At least we cleared one map today. So it wasn't losses all the way down. But and then like I said, I'll hopefully have a new video up this week. Script is finished. I'm gonna try and record it, probably not tonight, maybe tomorrow, and then get to editing. Be on the longer side for my analysis videos, I think. At least we'll see. So I look forward to that, hopefully. And next stream probably in 2 weeks, but obviously I'll post a community note and all that once I have a better idea when I'll next get to one of these. I do want to try and be somewhat regular with them, and I was for a while, then I fell off. So we'll see. Next month will be a little bit busy because of the holidays. So might cut into that a little bit, but like I said, I'll play it by ear and see what I can get done. So thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed the nonsense. At least you got to see the one victory and a lot of hopefully amusing losses there. And yeah, so that'll do it. Hope you guys have a good rest of your afternoon, evening, etc., depending on where you are.